Welcome to the channel, everybody. Krista Von Hool here, and I'm back reacting to another death battle. And this time it's gonna be Hercules versus Sun Wukong, the god of strength, versus the Monkey King. It's gonna be myths versus legends, legends versus myth. My forte. I love myth and legends. That's why I decided to react to this death battle. So with that, let's go ahead and see who is gonna win this death battle. All right, here we go. Hercules, with the death battle.
Sun Wukong, the Monkey King.
Myth has many heroes, but few overcome their past to become legendary.
And maybe inspire some comics and anime to boot. He's whizzing and boomstick.
Honestly,
and it's our job
I have a feeling who is going to win, but I'm just gonna watch through this, and then I'll let you know who I think is going to win.
He's the man, the myth, the legend. He's Hercules.
So we're starting out with Hercules, the strongest man in Greek mythology.
The legend of Hercules.
No Disney zero to hero, just the classic Greek myth. And like most ancient Greek stories, it began with Zeus being a total creep.
The god of thunder did his thing with a princess by disguising himself as her husband.
Zeus's MO in Greek mythology and Roman mythology.
But Hera was pretty pissed Zeus had cheated on her yet again. So
he had a different name.
Renamed him in
Interesting.
Her honor. Yep. Heracles means glory to Hera. Too bad she had already made up her mind.
That's funny.
The child would need some way to survive.
They renamed the child after Hera.
So the goddess of heroes carried out a plan that was frankly insane. Athena tricked Hera into nursing the baby Heracles, and her milk gave him supernatural strength unbound, even beyond many of the gods themselves.
So strong that he hurt her and caused her to spray milk all over the place like a boob sprinkler, which in turn created the galaxy.
Oh, okay.
That's why we call it the Milky Way.
Oh
God, I'm never eating one of those candy bars again.
With his
that's a great way of creating our galaxy.
Instructors in all of Greece. Unfortunately, he wasn't without problems. While he was a natural at boxing, wrestling, fencing, and so much more, he struggled in the arts.
He even had a fit and accidentally killed his music teacher.
Oh.
Little did Heracles know this was a sign of the tragedy to come.
Well,
many years later, as his name began to be synonymous with the term hero, he murdered his wife, Princess Megara, and their son.
Yeah, Hera
that's definitely a hero.
Him into a kill frenzy rage. But that didn't excuse it for her.
God of War-esque, right?
Desperate to atone, he sought guidance from the Oracle of Delphi,
as does everybody.
His path to redemption. He would submit himself to King Eurystheus and perform for him 10 grueling labors.
The guy was a D-bag, but Herc did what he had to, and through his struggles, built a killer arsenal.
For his first labor, he was tasked with slaying a lion whose hide could not be pierced by any blade.
So Herc just beat the lion to death with his bare hands. And took the belt as armor for himself.
He defeated a flock of metal, man-eating birds with cortalas so loud no living thing could bear the noise. He battled a multi-headed hydra, cauterizing its necks after each decapitation so the heads would not grow back.
A lot of sliced off heads meant
Boundless strength.
Spilled, and hydra blood is
he has invulnerability.
So
superhuman speed.
For later use, like
everybody knows just about the strength, honestly. I didn't know he had the other stuff.
The details of the Smith differ, but in some versions, Heracles was so fed up with the desert heat, he fired an arrow at the sun, the physical embodiment of the god Helios.
Yes.
That's one way to cool off.
I wish I could do that to the sun when he gets hot.
To reach the sun, his arrow would have to fly 90 times faster than light. The maximum draw weight of a typical recurve bow is about 40 pounds, shooting an arrow 300 feet per second. Shooting one faster than light would require strength incomprehensible to mortals such as us.
Anyway, Herc completed his labors, but the king was a sore loser and axed 2 of them for cheating, because Herc was a lot more clever than he expected.
Heracles received 2 more tasks, one of which required he retrieve the golden apples of Hesperides, which ironically originally belonged to Hera. As part of his plan, Heracles would temporarily take on the role of the Titan Atlas, as bearer of the heavens.
That sounds exhausting.
More than you think, dummy. While modern art often portrays Atlas carrying a globe, the Greeks perceived his burden as a celestial sphere. This would mean Heracles supported the weight of not just the Earth, but the whole universe.
Like, I'm holding up this entire show.
The common view of the time was that the universe was endless. Even chaos, the primordial origin of everything, was boundless. Meaning, Hercules held up the weight of conceptual infinity.
Luckily, Herc's got
Ooh,
one
conceptual
hell of a drive to persevere
infinity.
and to make amends. Like when he met King Admetus, he got to party it up and was too drunk to realize the king was
Shot
in a really bad
Helios.
state because his wife had just died.
Reminds me of someone.
Can't imagine
Pretty
who.
good
But
resume.
Herc felt bad, so he decided to make it up to his bro by literally beating up the god of death until he returned Admetus' wife. And that's true
Okay.
best friend material.
Beating up the
Wiz.
god of death.
Hercules frequently surprised others with his wit, particularly with finding solutions hidden in plain sight. For example, when he wrestled Antaeus, a giant who was invincible so long as his feet were on the ground, Hercules simply picked him up and strangled him in the air.
Even giants and the god of death
Okay.
couldn't end his story. Instead, he was tricked into putting on a shirt covered in that Hydra blood, and it totally screwed him up.
Wit
What a
and
BS
brute
way to
strength.
go.
That
Yet
is what's
also
happening
a
here.
testament to how a contest of power could not defeat him.
I have not watched
Racked
that movie with The
unbearable
Rock.
Pain and burning at a pyre, Hercules called to the deities who had watched his story unfold. And so, as his mortal form returned to ash, Hercules ascended to Mount Olympus.
Where he was welcomed as the god of strength. Even Hera lightened up.
His life may have been one of strife and struggle, but on that day, all the world was left in awe of the legend of Hercules.
Okay. Not bad,
There
not
once
bad,
was
but
a
let's see what
mighty
Sun
monkey
Wukong
warrior,
has to
born
offer.
of a mystic stone from the energy of the sun and moon. Upon birth, he graciously bowed to the cardinal directions and
Shot lasers from his eyes. Strap in, folks. This one's a doozy.
this
A monkey
soon
with laser
befriended a
eyes.
band of other
Okay.
primates, and
Okay.
rather narcissistically named himself their handsome monkey king.
But after a few
Handsome
centuries
Monkey
of
King. That's a
about,
great
he got
name
taste of the
to be
dreaded
given.
Midlife crisis.
You see, the Monkey King was fierce and brave, yet he feared death. So he ventured
As
to
does
new lands
everybody,
in search
apparently.
of immortality.
Turns out he'd find a lot of it.
Training under the Taoist master Puti, he earned his first method of immortality and a new name. He would be the Monkey Awakened to the Void, spoken as Sun Wukong.
He
Okay.
also learned a bunch of
So,
magic. He
an
could ride
invincible
clouds,
Monkey
make
King.
thousands of clones, heal from fatal wounds like decapitation, and transform into basically
Okay.
anything. A bird, some vapor, a pitchfork, even an incredible fighting temple.
With his famous cloud somersault, he could traverse the world at incredibly high speed.
Okay.
At first, a single somersault could carry him 108,000
I can't even do a
li,
somersault.
li being a traditional Chinese unit equal to about 500 meters, making one somersault move 54,000 kilometers
Jeez.
per second. Fast enough to circle the entire Earth in one leap.
And he'd only get faster from there. Monkey would do whatever it took to prove he was the best of the best.
When fighting the mighty deity Prince Nocha, his foe transformed into a more powerful visage with 3 heads and 6 arms.
But Sun was like,
Oh
hey,
my.
I can do that too. And
Cloud
did just
somersault,
that.
fire,
Sun
golden
Wukong
eyes,
eventually
healing, and
returned to his
regeneration.
Simian subjects, and with his newfound power, amassed a veritable army. However, he felt no weapon in their arsenal suited him.
So he barged into the Dragon King's palace and demanded
Barged
he
in.
hand over a weapon worthy of a king who could match the power of heaven. Yeah, Sun was pretty full of himself, but he wound up taking a pillar originally designed to measure the depths of the ocean.
What seemed like a worthless rod to the Dragon King was actually the perfect weapon for Wukong. Weighing nearly 8 tons, the Rui Jingu Bang can change size at his
Yes.
whim. It can
The
shrink to
staff
size
that
of
can
an eagle
change
or grow long
sizes.
enough to pierce the heavens.
The same
Oh, can
heavens that
put
got pretty mad
victims
with
to
Sun
sleep.
after he
Interesting.
crossed his name out of the
That's
ledger of death,
something I
making
didn't know
himself
about.
Double immortal. Wait, how does that work?
And even more mad when he demanded to be formally acknowledged as the great sage equal to heaven.
Okay, we've got a headstrong goofball who quickly masters new powers and wants a fancy title. This is just shown in anime.
Now, the Monkey King may have lashed out, but it was because when he requested a place in heaven, a place he truly believed he deserved, the Jade Emperor's court reduced him to a stable boy.
Beneath all his antics,
Fair
what
enough.
Sun wanted most was to prove himself.
Even with all the shenanigans,
Fair enough.
the Jade Emperor remained cautious and willing to placate Wukong.
By making him the watchdog of the Garden of Immortal Peaches. He totally ate that shit, didn't he, Wiz?
Oh yeah, Wukong got hammered, ate most of the peaches, ran around the Jade Palace in a fit, and found 5 gourds of immortality pills, which he promptly swallowed. all of them.
Okay, so that makes...
There's a
how
good
many
synopsis
layers
of
immortality now?
his
I'd say a
story
few
by
hundred,
overly
thousand,
sarcastic
if you count each
productions.
individual peach and
Should check it
pill.
out.
When he sobered up, he knew he was in serious trouble. So, naturally, he prepared for war.
Wow, that escalated quickly. What are they gonna do? Kill him? So the Monkey King proved too strong for heaven. He battled all their best fighters, and
Too
even matched
strong
Erlong
for heaven.
Blow for blow in an epic
That's a
battle of
statement.
transformations. He's that guy with the third eye.
And heaven's greatest holy warrior. Yet no matter Erlong's form, Wukong always had a counter. Until Lao Tzu threw in a convenient plot MacGuffin that captured the monkey. But even with Wukong in chains, heaven had a problem.
He just wouldn't die. Lightning, fire, even Lao Tzu's de-immortalizing furnace just made the monkey stronger.
De-immortalizing
Now, Wukong is not
furnace.
invincible. He has been hurt by
Okay.
the scorpion demoness's poison,
That's
which
something.
could even harm the Buddha, an awakened divine being liberated from the cycle of life and death entirely. Now tell me, how painful is that?
Pain is all in the mind, and I am absent of mind. Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh, no, I was wrong. It's bad. It's really, really, really bad. Oh, God, make it stop.
Ouch.
But even after all that, Sun had one more challenger to contend with. The Buddha himself.
The
Buddha
Buddha
approached
himself.
Wukong with a contest. Leap out of his
Oh,
hand,
boy.
and he could have the Jade Emperor's throne for himself.
Having no impulse control, the monkey agreed, and in an instant somersaulted to the very edge of heaven.
But he had already lost. Because Buddha achieved nirvana, he transcended the world, literally holding all of existence. So even at the
Okay.
edge of the
So you could say
universe,
Sun Wukong is very
technically
impulsive.
Never left his hand.
For his
Some wit,
rebellion,
maybe
Sun
not
was put in
comparable to
timeout,
Hercules, maybe?
sealed under a mountain for 500
He
years.
can be
But even Sun
outsmarted.
Wukong
So
would find a chance at redemption. In his case, he was tasked with escorting and protecting a monk, Tansong Zong, or Tripitaka, on a journey to the west.
With additional companions, Pigsy and Sandy, the trip was a tough one, and Monkey abandoned it more than once. But through it all, he always returned to shine as the group's powerhouse, saving Tripitaka's life many, many times. Seriously, this guy could not stay out of trouble. It's like Wiz at a blind date.
Wukong has cracked apart mountains, slayed hundreds of monsters, and survived the yellow wind demon storm that could destroy the universe, as in heaven, earth, the 18 layers of hell, and more.
That's cool and all, Wiz, but let's answer the real
Jeez.
question.
Okay.
Can he beat Goku?
Maybe. During his journey, Wukong
Probably.
performed possibly his most
I could see
legendary
it.
feat, holding up Mount Sumeru, which in traditional Mahayana Buddhism is a mountain supporting the infinite cosmic sky.
And Sun just hauled it around on one shoulder.
Ah,
Just
there's
one,
his
'cause on
Atlas
his other
moment,
shoulder was a whole
comparable
other
to
mountain.
Hercules.
After 14 years of travel, the journey was complete, and Wukong had finally accomplished a truly great deed. For this, he was given his long-awaited place among the heavens.
As the victorious fighting Buddha. Now that's gotta be an anime.
After so much time as a rebel, an outcast, and a truly unstoppable warrior,
Interesting.
Sun Wukong had, at last, found his home.
All right, so we have Hercules and Sun Wukong. Who do I think is going to win? Hercules, man of strength, has wit, has, from what we saw in the video, a lot he has done. Sun Wukong, also immortal, a king, a monkey, can use his tail. So let me think. Both invincible. Sun Wukong more impulsive than I would say Hercules. Both have held up the heavens. It's honestly a hard choice, but I feel like Sun Wukong is going to win this just because I picked it up. The unimmortalized machine that they tried to use on him, and it didn't even work. And also, he's a monkey. I mean, in all honesty, between man and monkey, monkeys are more powerful. In all honesty, it's just nature, you know. So I think I'm safe in saying I think Sun Wukong is going to win this death battle. So, with that, let's see who is going to win between Hercules and Sun Wukong. Alright, here we go.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Yes, it most certainly is. Oh, liking the art style.
Our tale begins atop a great mountain.
Oh, we're telling
where
a
the
story.
mighty Hercules sought a gift from the gods.
Oh there!
Huh?
I'm in need of that apple. Relinquish it.
Sorry, I'm supposed to find my master some vegetarian food.
You'll find it elsewhere.
Oh gosh.
But Hercules was not so easily fooled.
Oh. Sun Wukong fooling him.
The Monkey King's strike rang true, but he'd not so easily.
Oh, is it going to be
overwhelm the
narrated?
god
That's pretty
of
cool.
strength.
I like the art so far. Sun Wukong with the offensive. Using that staff that changes sizes.
I am Hercules!
Oh! Big punch by Hercules. Oh god! He moved up the scroll. Oh, cloning himself. Sun Wukong just made 1,000 of himself. Hercules taking them all out with ease. Oh. No,
Die, demon!
not enough.
Agony! Agony!
Oh gosh. Come on, Sun Wukong, you got this.
The Monkey King fell into a strange forest, in awe at such a wondrous fight. But should he mistake his fear,
Oh, he's enjoying it. That's
he
good.
might lose his
That's good
head.
though. Oh, wait a minute. We
I
saw
haven't had
this.
such fun since I
He's
fought
still
all the
fine.
dragon.
We saw this in the breakdown.
Behold me, the immortal Monkey King!
Multiple heads. Of course.
Yes. Oh, well. Well, there's that.
You've had your
And
fun,
there is the
beast,
strength
but
that
I've
Hercules has.
had enough!
It's a pretty nice
In
battle.
heavens above,
I like it.
The gods witnessed their earthbound selves, and so joined in battle.
Oh, they're
The god of strength mustered the heart of Olympus.
Spiritual
while the
selves
great
are fighting
sage harnessed
as well.
power equal to heaven. Thus,
Come on, Sun Wukong has to win
the
this.
Monkey King emerged victorious.
There we go. There
Wow,
we
would you
go.
Look at that? I struck him so hard he was reduced to nothingness.
With a formidable foe slain, stricken against the mountain's breast, so ends our great tale of East and West.
Not a bad battle. I liked it.
Hey-o! Talk about a Herculean matchup!
And I got it correct
Hercules
too.
was among the greatest heroes in myth, but the great sage equal to heaven held many more advantages.
You'd think Sun might not measure up to the god of strength, strength, but he totally could. Remember, he carried Sumeru on his back, the mountain holding up the infinite celestial sky, like how Hercules held up the infinite celestial
Yes.
stairs.
As
About the
befitting
same.
heroes of myth, they were on par in that they were both incomprehensibly strong. However, Wukong's healing abilities meant he could bounce
Yes,
back from
he
Hercules'
lost his
deadliest
head,
blows,
and
whereas
he's still
Hercules
moving.
Did not have a similar option.
That's
But Hercules did have one way of
that's
putting the monkey king
better than
down.
Hercules.
His arrows dipped in hydra poison.
The Hydra poison threatened even the gods of Olympus, similar to the scorpion sting. Whether or not it would be fatal is questionable, but it could have incapacitated Wukong similar to how it affected Hercules himself.
But that is one very specific win condition, and we're looking at this with every possible option in mind.
With his variety of clones, transformations, and numerous other spells, Wukong's arsenal was far more versatile.
Like, there was nothing stopping him from making thousands of clones of himself and just sitting back while they beat up Herc for him. Unsportsmanlike? Sure. In character? Absolutely.
Even then, those arrows would have to actually strike Wukong, which would be extremely difficult. Yes, in some depictions, Hercules could potentially shoot the son of Helios, his arrows flying 90 times the speed of light. However, in his contest with the Buddha, Wukong leapt to the edge of the universe in a single second. To do so, he had to be moving over 1.4 quintillion
Faster
times
than light. Gosh
Making him way
darn it.
faster than Herc could ever
That's
hope to be.
fast.
Heracles held might of mythic proportions, but barring a lucky shot, Sun Wukong's versatile magic, similar strength, and absolutely absurd speed overcame this foe. Fitting for heaven's equal.
When fighting Sun Wukong, Heracles missed his chance.
The winner
Ugh.
is the Monkey King, Sun Wukong.
All right, there you have it, folks. The death battle between Hercules and Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong came out victorious, as I predicted. But what a battle. I had a feeling Sun Wukong was going to win, honestly. If you lose your head and you're still talking, that's more than Deadpool's healing factor. That's much more. And honestly, that took the cake. Your head falls off and you're still talking, and you can reattach it to yourself. That's a level of immortality that is uncomparable to whatever Hercules had. But either way, what a great battle between Hercules and Sun Wukong. If you want me to react to more death battles, let me know in the comments below. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and I'll see you in the next video. Christopher Von Hool out.